Today with us, we have Wahid. Thank you very much, Wahid, for coming to this amazing podcast. We are in Romania in the mastermind. As you can see, this is our third podcast, so my energy is much higher. You are very lucky. The first one I was like, who you are? As a villain, Thomas, and that energy is high. So tell me first, Wahid, you traveled from Germany in here to Romania to meet a bunch of strangers, business owners. Yep. Why the hell did you do it?
So in business, it's really all about your network. Your network, a lot of people have heard that saying. A lot of people throw it around, but not many people actually implement it, I would say. So, it's all about, these rooms, because even if you think, okay, an event might not be worth it for me, which I don't believe, by the way, I think this event is amazing so far. If people pay, for example, 2,500, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, whatever, to be at one event, that means, okay, everyone in this room is on a financial level and is on a business level to pay that much for one event and are willing to invest that much to network with others, to, fly over to attend an event to learn, they have that hunger to learn. So, being in a room with people that think like that alongside with me, who also kind of has that mindset, I think that's very beneficial for me. As I guess you and Lewis always say, instead of finding sales, always look for deals. I mean, these are literally perfect rooms. Everyone here has a business. Most people here have a business. A lot of people, have networks here. They do a lot on the side. A lot of people are in different areas of business. Some people are mechanics, other people are in social media. There's always collaboration opportunities here. So
we don't have any mechanics here.
Lewis is an ex-mechanic, so
we have engineer.
There we go. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so engineers, social media, people are weird niches, I would say, or different businesses. Yeah. So, the collaboration opportunities are endless. So, of course, it's also really nice to, to hear other people's struggles, relate to them, see how we can help them, how they can help us.
Yes.
That's the main reason I'd say I'll come to the events.
Yeah.
And along with seeing you, it's always nice seeing you.
You're welcome. Wahid hugs me all the time. Anyway. So the thing is, you put the nail on the coffin. The coffin. I wanted to say on the screw. It will be weird. I'm not an engineer.
We can tell. You're in business.
So the environment, this is the most important thing. Like you said, if people pay 5,000, for example, be in a room like that, for example, so that means that everybody pays and everybody is traveling for 5 days to be here. So that means that they actually need to spend 7 days, 1 day each to travel there and back. So then, like you said, they have that mindset of growth mindset. Like, I'll even go to a different country to meet this like-minded people, business people. And this is your chart because it's going to really help you as well.
Yeah.
So this is definitely how to look at that. Thank you, William. How to look into it when it comes to business. There's definitely made thing. I go to a lot of events myself. A lot of events, Tony Robbins, JT Fox, different trainers in the UK. And the thing is, yes, I go there. I always learn. If I have a saying, if I learn at least one thing and I apply it, then it was worth it. And it doesn't matter if it was £500, 5,000 or whatever. At least if it's one thing and I apply it. Because the thing is, a lot of people, they learn everything, but they don't apply anything. So that's useless. So, and the most important thing on that event is the connections and how to leverage those connections. Because a lot of people, they make a small talk there, they learn something, but they are more there about to learn that they make the connections. And you said it's 14 people in here in the room, but it's not about 14 potential clients. It's not how to look into it, but everybody has a network, maybe 50, maybe 100 people, in their network, which they are like a more close circle. So then you have access to 7 to 1,000 people, which if you impress them and if you can really help and deliver them on the business what you do, then it can really help them. Yeah. So tell us now about your business. So what is it you are helping people with? And I know it very well because you are helping me.
Yeah.
So, I'm your testimonial, but if somebody doesn't know you, so what is it you do, how you are helping people?
Yeah, so I'm in the social media space. We help business owners, entrepreneurs, speakers, people with a personal brand gain 300 to 1,000 followers every month on their account without them having to do any other work. And the thing is with these followers is they're niche followers, is what we like to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And these followers will be high engaging. They'll be, they're here for the ride, essentially. They're here to see your story. They're interested in you, your personality, and also most importantly, your business. So these would be potential leads, potential clients, potential people for events. I know you've closed a few for events, also a few for investments. I heard Lewis have also closed a few. So, there are many different people and they're always interested in what you do. And instead of just having 10,000 followers just there because they're following you, the number looks good. We focus on less following, but way more niche and much more impactful following. So that's what I mainly focus on.
Just to clarify, one thing you didn't mention, it's on Instagram.
Yes, correct. It's on Instagram
because there is a lot of another platform. So we are talking about Instagram. Yeah. So I just share things. So basically, it was in June last year. You've been on our mastermind in Scotland. Yeah. And then you were working on your Instagram services because there is more when you offer to people. Yeah. And then I asked, like, okay, what can you do for me? And you said, like, we have this service. We can grow your followers, like you said, 300 to 1,000, depending on the content and how it's going to get. That's why it varies. That's why it's not the promise. Like some people sending me messages pretty much every day, like, you want 1,000 followers for $50? Do you want 10,000 followers for $20? I'm like, what the fuck? And they are bots, right? So they will do it. You have a big account, but then you have no engagement, like you said, and actually it hurts your account. Yeah. But if you don't know those things, it's very dangerous, like the people who don't know, because then somebody says, like, I'm selling, I don't know, this product, or they'll say, like, come to my mastermind. Yeah. And then you check their Instagram and they have 100,000 followers and they're like, oh, wow, there's someone. Yeah. But it backfires very quickly. Yeah. And I have an example on that I can share after. But basically, you grow it strategically every month. So it's not crazy numbers. It's 300 to 1,000, but it's real followers from the actually niche I chosen. You told me, like, how to set it up, like who to choose. And then I don't need to do anything because you do it behind the scenes. First of all, to say the investment is very low. If you're a business owner, the investment is very low. It's not thousands, it's a couple of hundred. That's what we are talking about in here. So that's just, they know, because some people would feel, it will be expensive. No, it's not. And then, you grew my account from 1,200 followers, which I was building 1,200 followers for 4 years. Mm-hmm. And you build this from 1,200 to 5,000 since September. And today we have April. So in 6-7 months, another 3,400 followers. Yeah. So, and not only that, but from those, I have secured investments and the clients also. So it works, right? So, if somebody wants to basically find out more about how it works, because obviously people have questions, so what will be the best way to do it? Like, do they book a call with you? How do you operate?
Yeah, so it's best you just book a call with me, and then from there I'll find out, what kind of you're working on, what you use Instagram for, how you use Instagram, and then we'll see, okay, what you're utilizing right now, what aren't you utilizing, and then we'll see, okay, after gathering all that, I think this specific service would work for you, and then we'd set it up in a way that would work for them. Mm-hmm. So then, you also set yourself up for success. Yeah. So, we gather all that information, and once we have everything, we can perfectly move forward. Like just with you and Lewis, I knew it was a bit different with you guys since I've been working with you before, so I already knew kind of what you were doing. I knew you hadn't used Instagram. I knew Lewis wasn't very fond of Instagram, but, because out of the service, he's actually now much more keen on posting because he's seeing results.
Exactly. That really helped him. Yeah. Yeah, because before he would be like, there's not much engagement, but now, but consistent content and having the results and people actually engage, now he's having more fun with it. And I also enjoy it more. I'm like, here people enjoy it and that, and comments and likes and this. So it's more engaging. So we even tend to do more and now better quality content because now we have that more feedback. So it's beneficial for the person who's doing it. So now I have a question because I'm a speaker. You can tell. No, I'm just kidding. And I've recently been on a big event in Australia, Global Speaking Summit. Yeah. 400 speakers from all over the world. They all use LinkedIn. It was maybe 10 people I connected on Instagram. Do you think that speakers, should have an Instagram and how it can benefit them? Because they are all like, my companies are on LinkedIn. Yeah. Every business I have it's on LinkedIn. So what are your thoughts about Instagram for those speakers?
So Really, Instagram right now is the best platform for a personal brand. LinkedIn is more your place where you actually do business. I would say, as you and Lewis would always say, your Instagram is always your business card. Where if someone wants to work with you, the first thing they do is they always search you up, and your Instagram is actually some of the first things that always come up. So if you are a speaker or if you're an investor or something and you post content about that, and someone searches you up looking to invest with you, if they see your Instagram and see, okay, you're speaking, you're investing, you're doing this and that, you're helping clients, they're much more keen to working with you. But if they just come across a LinkedIn profile saying you do this, this, and this, and then you share photos of you networking, it's not that enticing. So I would recommend everyone. Actually, I do recommend all my clients that are speakers and every speaker I meet to use an Instagram because of the fact that Instagram is such a mainstream platform now.
Yeah.
Everyone uses it for many different things. You know, consumers use it to sometimes buy products or just, consume reels. Creators use it to grow their brands, grow their businesses. People have made millions off Instagram. I'd argue even billions. And it's just a really, really easy way to elevate your brand. And it's just really, a lot of people focus on the perfect content, but it's not really about that. It's just about getting out there because your ideal client, you have to look at it from your ideal client audience. Someone who let's say you're a speaker and you help people invest and you help 50 to 60-year-olds invest their life savings into an asset that would gain them cash flow, for example. You know, a 50 or 60-year-old wouldn't really care about viral content or books or anything. They would just need to see, what are you doing and what are you implementing every day and how can you help me? So if you have an Instagram, just showing your speaking, just really, really easy, really simple. Showing the speaking, you viewing different property deals, for example, you in business, having team calls with your sales team, you just look more authoritative. So that's what I think Instagram should be used for. Speakers definitely, because their whole gist is that they stand on stage and they look authoritative and they speak in an authoritative way, and then present what they say. If they just do that and then just record it from the side and post that on Instagram, business is also all about perception. It's when people see you speaking on a stage, in front of 20 people, it doesn't matter if you've paid there or if you've been paid or how many people or what kind of people are there. They just see, okay, you speaking about X subject in front of 50 people. This person looks like he knows what he's doing, because that actually is pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
So not the average person can do that. So that's why Instagram is just a really beneficial platform. I highly, highly recommend every speaker, everyone in business to start a personal brand and start posting more content on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I find that also, like with people, somebody, like we said, the business card, if somebody look on your Instagram, you obviously choose your pin post.
Yeah.
So you choose the best ones what you have, and they can clearly see like, speaker, big stage, small stage, whatever you have. It's clear, it's visual, it's clear, it's immediate.
Yeah.
On LinkedIn, you kind of need to search between there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it get lost. So people need to spend much more time to go through it before they will see that, right?
Yeah.
And that's the first impression, like boom. And then the second thing is, like, one thing which I don't understand, like if you are a speaker, so then you speak, you have videos of you speaking. Instagram is a video platform.
Exactly.
Like you should be posting the reels. LinkedIn is not. LinkedIn is more like posts and text. Yeah, some people post videos as well, but it's not as big on video like Instagram. So I'm always surprised when people don't do it. And another thing is, like, if you're a speaker, the stories, right? You can engage with people every day, where you are, what is it you do,
Exactly.
and keep them engaged. So then they are like, okay, well, he's doing that, okay. And they'll become interested. On LinkedIn, you don't have the stories, so you cannot really engage with people every day. So I'm always surprised that people don't use it. And I would like more speakers to be using it, because I know, that also you can really help them to elevate that. One of the things where I feel like why they don't do it is because they build on LinkedIn. Let's say now they have like 20,000 followers on LinkedIn, and they don't have Instagram, anything. So they feel like they need to start from scratch, and it's going to take them a lot of time and things like that. But to be honest, if working with someone like you, they can just give you the content of what they posted on LinkedIn, and you can actually deal with that and post it for them, run the service for them, and then that's just going to grow.
Another thing I'd like to say, sorry, on Instagram, is I'd like to quickly mention the pin posting. So when you go on someone's Instagram account, first thing you do psychologically is you look at their number of followers. That's the first thing you do. But the second thing you do is you briefly look at their bio and then their pin posts. So if you have a following with like 20 people or something, it doesn't really matter. And then a bio explaining, you're a speaker, you help people invest, etc. And then they see your pin post and you have a picture with JT Fox, Tony Robbins, and Joseph McClendon, for example. That automatically looks more targeted because the pin post is the first thing that people see because it stands out. The other posts are normal. That one pin post or those 3 pin posts have a little pin thing at the top right. So psychologically, you take those more into account than the other ones. So if you pin like pictures of you and with celebrities or, you branding with people, that automatically just want people to follow you because they say, okay, you're obviously on a higher level to be in a room with JT Fox, Joseph McClendon, and Tony Robbins, whatever. It doesn't matter if you met them on the street or if you paid to be there. Like, fact is, you met them. Yeah. You somehow met them, and they want to learn from you. So that's also another way to leverage that. It's the pin posting. A lot of people do miss out on that, and that is something really beneficial. Yeah. So I did want to quickly mention that as well.
It's good you are mentioning it because the mastermind here, the topic is branding. So we spoke about it all first day about the branding. So then you mentioned about, the branding, the perception, how it works. And it's so powerful because people don't realize is like, they feel a lot of people, they don't know how business works and how branding works. And it was like, what do you think? Like on Formula 1 cars, they are sponsors. Like, yeah, this is the brand. They pay to be on Formula 1 car. Yeah. Like Nike had Michael Jordan, right? They pay Michael Jordan to be there. Like Michael Jordan didn't do it for free. Like this is how you pay people to become, and that's how your brand works. And we as a business owners, we can do it the same. Like if you can do it for free, great. But most of the things what you need to pay for it. Yeah. And then your brand elevates and then you can win more business. So that's how it works, right? Yeah. So it's very powerful. So what is it you would like to achieve, for example, the next year or two? Like, do you have any goals or a vision?
That's a really interesting question. I think I mainly want to. You mean business-wise or personal-wise, or what exactly you mean? Or anything?
Business-wise.
Business-wise, I would love to scale this social media thing to, I would say, much bigger because.
What's bigger? Can you pass me the coffee? Yeah. It's real. We drink coffee as well. That's the thing.
Yeah. Ooh, how much?
Yeah, like how many people you maybe think about that? Like how many people somewhere you are helping that kind of a lot of people, and in a year from now, how many more people you would like to be helping?
By the end of the year, I think I would want at least 50 more people on the service. I think that's very achievable, and the reason for that is because one of my biggest visions is helping people. From where I've grown up, help has always been like an important thing. Yeah, family. So I think I want to carry that and take it also into business. I definitely want to help people, and hearing stories of how my service that was a few $100s made someone $15,000 within the first few weeks of working with me. That just makes me want to smile. So just even if it's not helping in that way, just other way, maybe, helping in a different way, just, donating more to charity. That's something I want to do as well. So I would say growing the business to 50 more clients on that service. And then once I have that,
then 500.
And then
5,000. And then he's like, I'll buy my own charity.
Yeah, but once I have that, then be a phone calls every day. You help me. Then I can of course use that money to also.
And Lamborghini this month, sir. No, helicopter this month. Sorry, I'll send you $5.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Helping people. Yeah. He just said Lamborghini.
Well, of course, that's also. I mean, I am also pretty young, so I feel like that's also ingrained in my mind. Yeah. The whole social media aspect of you need a bad Lamborghini. So I wouldn't say that basic. You don't need it online. I don't. I would really like one.
I think they look cool. Once you're super rich, then when this is like something like buying a sandwich, like when it comes that cheap that it's like buying a sandwich, then why not? Like they are making these things here for a reason to enjoy it, but it's never gonna be the thing which is the joy. Like it goes away. The only thing which doesn't go away, it's always two things which I like. Tony's always speaking about this: So firstly, it's progress equal happiness.
Yeah.
So when we grow, that's why we are here on the mastermind, because we learn, and then that makes us happy.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things which makes me very happy, when I've been in the room and then Lara sent the photo in a group that you are having all dinner together. And I felt very good because without me and Lewis creating that space, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And that was so nice to see that people can get together without us on your own in the environment, and you can make, things happen and things work. So that makes me very happy.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, how does that make you feel? Like, because I know Lara sent a lot of pictures of us eating, and then also
I was hungry.
and then also us playing Uno, which I was gonna say. Seeing just us all just laughing, in an event and a hotel that you organize. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great. Yeah, that I'm saying, but it's really good, to have that kind of a feeling, because, sometimes we have that vision, like, one day I want to, because I was always about the contribution as well, right? So you want to help people. One charity is one way, and the other one is you invest your time or, your expertise. So that's why these masterminds as well. It's one of the things. It's like I knew I would be helping people and used to do it only one-on-one coaching. But I realized that, more people in the room doing some things and also fun things, it's more exciting.
Yeah.
So, and then I see like how is the progress over the past 3 years, because it's the third year we are running the masterminds. It's like, it's evolving. Like I know this is definitely the path, especially with now we have AI, we have a lot of people who went after COVID virtual. So more people and more are doing things online webinars, online events, everything is online. And I think people will be craving, more and more to do in-person things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's going to become something which people will be hungry for. Like, I want to see people in person, because they're not going to even know online if, let's say, there is an event.
Yeah.
And then there is a trainer, you're not going to even know if the trainer is there or if it's an AI thing. Yeah. You're not going to know. But if you meet people in person, no, he's not a robot. I'm just checking if you are not an AI robot. Okay. So that's just what I was saying.
Yeah.
So and then I know if you'll be building up that, and then you obviously were one of the first people to be coming to those events, and you've been already on 3 masterminds over the past year. So it's really good to see the progress and like how people are evolving, how they are thinking, and sometimes it takes time. And that's why I'll go to events all the time. I have like 10, 12 events on my own plan, which I go to, self-develop and educate. So it's really good, so to do it.
On the note of that, also,
who's doing the interview? Me or you?
It's a podcast.
Yeah.
On the note of that, I'd also want to say that, because AI is becoming such a craze, it's the new buzzword nowadays. When someone says AI, someone automatically thinks AI. Never been seen before. How long's been AI around for?
From 1954.
There we go.
There
we go. But AI, yeah, so what I was saying is, because now that AI is such a big thing, people are more than ever buying from people. People don't really want to be talking to an AI chatbot or anything. That's why it's more important than ever to build a personal brand.
Yeah.
So you have something. That's why, Tony Robbins, everyone has a personal brand nowadays, because it's that I'm real. That I do this and the AI can't replicate this. Like, an AI can be perfect, but it can't have its own story in the way it grew a business, or the way it grew up.
Yeah.
From what background it came from. And AI can't do that. Humans can.
Yeah.
That's why, humans are naturally perfectionists. They want everything to be perfect all the time. I would say at least most humans. I sometimes also am like that. So that's why I think why a lot of people use AI, because AI is, to a certain extent, very perfection. It's like very good at what it does. Mm. But a lot of people forget the fact that it's good at what it does, but it's still not human. Human has story and AI doesn't have a story. So that's why I think it's more important than ever to have a personal brand, because you have that story. You have that I'm different than anyone else. I'm different to an AI.
Yeah. So, you said it very well, because like you said, if there are people who are having the personal brand already, they are, bigger like the people, like you have Elon Musk, you have Tony Robbins, you have JT Fox, a lot of different people, they have that personal brand. So their business is going to keep working, because people follow them and they want to come because of them. Mm-hmm. And if you are starting out, or if you're a small business owner and you don't have a personal brand, right? And so how are you going to be different, and how are you going to compete with another business owners, obviously AI and everything? The only thing is like if you are building your personal brand, and if they can utilize the Instagram, because this is one of the things with personal brand, that's gonna massively help. Yeah. Final question. If you ever feel, like any challenge, in your business or life, can be anything, and then you are feeling down, what helped you, to go through that? Like, it can be anything. It can be people, it can be, certain seminars, videos, I don't know, book. What helped you to overcome that challenge? Because we often have those challenges. So what was it?
It's a really interesting question. I would say the first life-changing event I had was Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within, 2025. That was when that definitely changed my life. That was when I had a new perspective on life. If you mean the sense of when I had a challenge and who helped me or what helped me fix that challenge, I would say the people around me, because going back to what I said before, your network is your net worth. Everyone around me was striving to, build their business, build their personal brand, work on themselves. And being in a low state, they saw that. They see like, okay, we need something. Normally you're so bubbly, normally you're so happy, normally you're so happy to build something.
Yeah.
Why are you so down today? So I feel like having people around you that you genuinely trust, that you can, call whenever and just talk about whatever with, having people like that around you 24/7 in your business life, in your personal life, it definitely does help. And it's helped me, overcome some hard days as well. I know you and Lewis have definitely also helped me through hard times. So I want to also thank you guys for that. Your events have also been an amazing place where I kind of detached. I sometimes, me and my brother Wahid are very in our business. We're like working, and we don't really get much time to ourselves. Going to the first two masterminds, that's where I first realized, okay, there's more to life than just business. That I shouldn't be working in my business, I should be working on my business. The people around me, I should network with every amazing person here. Yeah, that's what I'd say. The people around you, and then also life-changing events. So I definitely recommend Tony Robbins, or definitely recommend your events, as they help me from personal experience.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. I think the kind of team which is repeating, it's people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you are on that event, you can go. That is your time. If there are your people, that's help you, because when we are doing alone, business can be lonely game.
Yeah.
And then that's where people will give up. So, but if you surround yourself with people, that's why we do these masterminds, then we can come together and we can help each other, and then we can grow together. Thank you very much for...
Yeah, just one last thing, just to keep this interview milk as much as possible. But at these masterminds, other people that, because you guys have the hot seat, and everyone that goes on the hot seat explains their challenge, and seeing that with 13 people, and then seeing someone who you didn't think had the same challenge as you actually open up about a certain challenge that you're also facing. Just like yesterday, Thomas was also opening up a bit more. You can resonate with them, be like, there are actually people out there, so I'm not the only one. I don't feel alone. There's people out there that are experiencing what I'm experiencing. So that was also amazing. Yeah, that's very powerful as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much for coming to the podcast.
Thank you very much for inviting me
again in the future. We'll see where you are on your journey. Perfect. Thanks, man.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.